Dear students, very warm welcome to the semester number 6 to all of you. Once again, we are going to continue with our syllabus associated with paper number 16 for semester 6, and name of the paper is Modern Communication. Dear students, I hope all of you have appeared for semester 5th examination. Might be exam was well for you. You may definitely going to secure good marks because you appeared for online examination which is being conducted by Punyashlok Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur. Now, to continue with semester number 6, paper number 16, namely Modern Communication. And today is the first period, online period obviously, in which just we are introducing the syllabi of paper number 16. So let us begin to discuss with the syllabus of paper number 16. Dear students, paper number 16 is associated with the prescribed by the Solapur University, Solapur. Presently, it is a Punyashlok Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur. So this is what we are going to study in the forthcoming lectures. If you look to title, don't forget title here. Few things are going to be located in this particular title of the paper. In last semester, we studied the electronic communication, where we have covered some basic aspects of the electronic communication, which are essentially needed to study the topics which are going to be located in the modern communication systems. With that particular background of paper number 12, which was studied in semester 5th, for the Sem-VI pattern, we will now going to discuss with paper number 16, Modern Communication System. Friends, dear students, try to remember while filling the examination form, select your D.Sc-II, because if you select D.Sc-I, it may create problem for you. So this is also a kind suggestion which I am going to mention at the beginning of the discussion of this syllabus only. In this particular paper, we are going to study again totally 5 topics. The first topic is fiber optic communication. Means we are going to understood the communication of the electronic signal, carrying the information, carrying the message, carrying the view from transmitter to the receiver by using the light radiation. Means how light radiations are useful to carry the information from one point towards the another point. So that aspect we are going to cover in the fiber optic communication. This topic we have to complete within the 9 periods. Dear students, this topic we are going to cover with the beginning of why light is needed to carry the information through the optical fiber. That is the need of light. How optical fiber works? What is the principle of optical fiber? If light radiations are passed through the optical fiber, then with which principle the propagation of the light radiation that takes place within the optical fiber, that we are going to study in the working principle of fiber optic cable. Then we are going to study some basic definitions which are essentially being used in the modern communication, and those definitions are associated with the meaning of bit rate, baud rate, bandwidth, channel capacity and power calculation as far as optical fiber communication is being considered. Friends, you might be studied bit rate, baud rate in the microcontroller paper. In consultation with that, only we are going to define these particular terms which are being used for the purpose of communication. Then we are going to study the block diagram of optical fiber communication that makes you clear the generally how communication takes place by using the optical fiber. What are the blocks which are involved within that? Then we are going to study optical fiber, its meaning, types of optical fibers. Then splicer and connectors, means whenever two fibers are required to be joined with each other, then which techniques are to be used? Those are splicers and connectors. Then we are going to study the sources and detectors which are very essentially needed. Sources are needed to emit the light, detectors are needed to collect the light radiation or to detect it. And actually the meaning of optical transmitter, optical fiber transmitter and optical fiber receivers. Lastly, we are going to study the applications of the optical fiber communication. So what are the fields where the optical fiber communication is being used? All these aspects are to be covered within the 9 periods. After that, we are going to study second topic, that is the satellite communication. Friends, you are well aware with the meaning of satellite since from 12th standards. We are going to elaborate the same by beginning with the meaning of satellite, especially artificial satellite and its use in the electronic communication. We are going to begin that topic with meaning of satellite, meaning of artificial satellite, how orbits are going to be selected by the satellite in a space, satellite communication system that includes Earth station and satellite station, that we are going to cover within the satellite communication system, means how satellite communication system is going to be formulated with the inclusive of ground station and space station. Then we are going to study details about the Earth station. We are going to study the meaning of transponders which are essentially being used in a space station. Then we are going to study applications of the satellite communication, especially for television, surveillance and satellite phones. This we are going to cover within 8 periods. Dear students, after that we are going to cover the mobile communication as a third topic. In third topic, we are studying the extension of the telephone communication which was studied in semester number 5. We will extend the same for the mobile communication, where we are going to cover concept of cell means how the cells are going to be gets formulated. Cell is the geographical region in which the mobile is used to transmit and receive the signal. That particular region geographically located is known as the cell. Its details we are going to study, how it is formulated, what is the cellular system and how it is going to be operated to communicate the signal from one mobile with the other mobile. Meaning of handoff, power requirements, block diagram of mobile transmitter, basically block diagram of mobile. Then we are going to study transmitter, receiver, frequency synthesizer, logic unit and control unit. All are the parts of mobile. So these are the aspects we are going to cover in the third topic to be referred as the mobile communication. Dear students, then that mobile communication is required to be covered within again the 8 periods. To continue with fourth topic that is related with microwave and radar communication. Friends, microwaves are widely used even for the satellite communication and also for the radar communication and also for the mobile communication. We are going to study the elaborated aspects of the microwaves and how those are used for the radar communication. Where we are going to cover the basics of microwave communication. What are the advantages of using the microwave in the field of communication along with its disadvantages and its applications. Then meaning of transmission lines, whether our copper wire is being used for microwave communication or not. If those are not used, then what are the microwave carrying agencies that we are going to study in the transmission lines and also in the waveguides. After studying the waveguides, we are modifying them so as to construct the cavity resonators. The role of cavity resonators in the microwave communication. Then some microwave semiconductor devices which are used for constructing the electronic circuitry being used to generate the microwaves and also to carry them from one place to the another place, like gun diode, microwave FET, that is a Klystron tube, FET, microwave field effect transistor are the devices which we are going to study. After that, we are going to study the meaning of radar, its block diagram, its principle of operation, how it operates, how the range of the target is going to be measured and the target is going to be located in a space. That is concept of radar. And then we are going to study one of the type of the radar system in the form of the block diagram, and that is known as pulsed radar system. The time periods required for that will be of 10 periods. And the last topic which we are going to cover from your syllabus, that is known as computer communication. This is not new for you because almost all you are operating the computers. You know how computers are being used in the field of electronic communication. We are continuing with the same, with the beginning of what is the meaning of digital data and how digital data is used to understand the concept of electronic communication. Then we are going to study some modems, especially QPSK modem and also the QAM modems. Modem means modulator and demodulator. Without that, digital communication by using computer it is not possible. Then we are going to study what are the protocols which are being used to carry the signal digitally from one computer towards the another computer. After that, we are going to study the computer networking. Means how one computer is going to be connected with another computer so as to form a network, especially local area network, that is a LAN, metropolitan area network, that is a MAN, and wide area network, that is WAN. After that, we are going to cover the network topologies, means how the LAN is going to be gets formulated, that is by using the topology, that is a star topology, a ring topology, and also the bus topology. At last, we are going to study the meaning of internet, its applications, where it is used. Then we are going to study the Bluetooth and also Wi-Fi with their some standards. These aspects are required to be covered again within 10 periods. Friends, priorly this paper was carrying 100 marks, out of which 70 marks are for the university examination and 30 marks for the college internal assessment. Within 30 marks, you have to submit home assignments and also you have to appear for the college internal examination if possible. Dear students, COVID-19 aspects are reduced, but it is not completely finished. So that's fine. Today, at least we are again online. If time permits, if suggestions comes from the university, suggestions comes from government authorities, if they provide safe operating procedures to conduct the offline classes in the college, after that only offline classes are going to be starting. Otherwise, we will go through video lectures by using the app provided by means of an Shikshan Prasarak Mandal Akluz. Time will decide what to adapt. Whether we have to go through the video lectures by using the SPM app or whether we have to come offline in the classroom. If we have to come in the classroom, whether 50% condition will be there. If that 50% condition will be there, maybe offline and online, both the procedures are going to be gets followed. So that is left out time. But we have to complete the syllabus anyway. So that's why I started today your syllabus. And here onwards, I will continue with my periods on Thursday, Friday and Saturday as per scheduled timetable, for which you are well aware. So here onwards, try to follow the video lectures as you already followed for paper number 12 in the semester 5th. If you have any queries, any doubts, you are most free to ask at any time, which you are doing always. Dear students, the reference books for the syllabus which were discussed just now. The first one is Communication Electronics by Frenzel. So this is a very good book. Almost all syllabus will get from this particular book. 4 or 5 books are available in our college library. So this is the best book for you as a students. Next one is Analog and Digital Communication Systems by Martin S. Rodin. Next one is Digital and Data Communication by Martin. Next one is Handbook of Electronic Communication by Miller. Next one is Optical Fiber Communication by Senior. And last one is Mobile Communication by Sealer. So mobile communication by Sealer is used only for mobile communication, and optical fiber communication for Senior can be used only for optical fiber communication. Two topics we'll get from these particular respective books. In Handbook of Electronic Communication, you will get almost all. In the Digital Data Communication, you will get the last topic, that is computer communication. The first two books can be used for almost all 5 topics. So these are the reference books which are suggested for you, which are available in our college main Rabindranath Tagore library. You may come to library, you may get the books, go through that. Follow the instructions provided time to time. As far as your online video lectures are being considered through the SPM app. Otherwise, as usual, you may contact with me on the phone numbers provided to you, email ID provided to you, and also the WhatsApp group which is formulated now for paper number 16. So that's all about today's lecture, where we have just discussed the syllabus to be covered in this particular paper. Maybe tomorrow we are going to come through this particular app with the beginning of the first topic, namely optical fiber communication. Dear students, let us stop for today's lecture.